You were always the easygoing one, the chill one, the one who didn't make a big deal out of things, the one who said, "It's fine," even when it wasn't. And people loved that about you. They said you were low drama, mature, easy to be with, easy to love. But here's the question. When did being easygoing start meaning your feelings went last? Because there is a difference between being flexible and disappearing, between compromise and self-abandonment. And if something tightened in your chest hearing that, this episode is for you. For a long time, you thought being easygoing was one of your best qualities. You were proud of it. You didn't ask for much. You adapted. You understood. You kept the peace. But what if that wasn't your personality? What if it was a survival strategy? What if you learned very early that having needs came with consequences? That expressing disappointment created tension? That saying no made people uncomfortable? That asking for more risked losing connection? Today, we're going to name the pattern underneath the identity. Because there is a difference between being genuinely easygoing and learning to abandon yourself to keep relationships comfortable. Children learn quickly. They learn what gets approval, what gets attention, what gets love, and what gets punished. So some children learn to become easier to manage, easier to please, easier to keep around. Not because that's who they are, because it feels safer. Years later, it looks like a personality trait. People say, "She's so easygoing." What they don't see is how many preferences never get spoken, how many disappointments get swallowed, how many needs get edited before anyone hears them. This is the part nobody talks about. Women who abandon themselves are often praised for it. People call them understanding, patient, flexible, low maintenance, easy to love. But what they are often rewarding is how little space she takes up, how little she asks for, how much discomfort she absorbs without complaining. And the praise makes the pattern harder to see. Because if everyone admires it, why would you question it? This is where the pattern becomes expensive. Every time you say, "It's okay," when it isn't, you teach yourself that your feelings are negotiable. Every time you stay silent about something that matters, you teach yourself that your needs are less important than keeping the peace. And eventually, something strange happens. You stop knowing what you want. Not because you don't have preferences, because you've spent years ignoring them. You've become so focused on making everyone else comfortable that you've disappeared from your own life. And that's the real cost. Not the relationship, not the friendship, not the situation. The cost is losing contact with yourself. Real easygoing does not require self-erasure. Real kindness does not require silence. Real love does not require constant accommodation. The right people do not love you less because you become more visible. They do not love you less because you have preferences, boundaries, needs, disappointments. A healthy relationship can survive your honesty. A healthy relationship can survive your no. The work starts small. Before you say, "I don't mind," ask yourself if you do. Before you say, "It's fine," ask yourself if it is. Before you automatically go along with something, pause. Check in with yourself. Because every time you tell the truth about what you feel, you rebuild trust with yourself. And self-trust is what self-abandonment takes away. You do not have to become difficult. You do not have to become selfish. You just have to stop leaving yourself out of the equation. Maybe you were never easygoing in the way you thought. Maybe you just learned that having needs felt risky. Maybe you learned that being easy was safer than being honest. But you are allowed to take up space now. You are allowed to have preferences. You are allowed to disappoint people. You are allowed to matter too. Before you go, I want you to think about something. What is one thing you keep saying it's fine about that actually isn't? Tell me in the comments. Not to judge yourself, to find yourself again. She is growing. And if you're here, so are you.